Come for your dream, come for your work. They make you mean, they make you work. They take your work, they take your worth, your self-esteem. They make you hurt, they make you hurt. They make it seem like it ain't worth it, but it's always worth it.
Hey cuties, well this is actually a practice run that went really right. That first eye looked so good that I decided to just hop on and film myself doing the other eye and finishing up this look. I was playing around with the colors, playing around with the position, and it just fell into place. Not mad at it. Going in with some of the black butterfly brush sets, using 2 colors out of the Juicy Boost palette by Colored Rain in order to highlight my outer corner or add transition to my outer corner. This is a flat fluffy style brush, perfect for smaller eye space. Okay, this eye I technically went in with the concealer before I went in with the depth of my outer corner. I added a darker brown shade the first time. I'm using this eyeshadow brush from out of the Empress set in order to blend out the concealer over the eye where I will be cutting. I left space in my inner corner for 2 other colors that will transition from the outer corner, which is a lime green and a yellow. A lot of transitions, a lot of cuts, a lot of everything going on with makeup. Okay, so in order to keep my lid from creasing or affecting my eyeshadow in any way, I made sure that I smoothed out the concealer. And this is the darker brown shade that I was talking about, and I'm using a fluffy packer brush from the butterfly brush set in order to add depth to that outer corner. This brush is good for packing on the shadow as well as blending it out. I'm being careful to make sure that the orange and the brown shade are still visible in my outer corner. So I went back in with a detail brush from the Sub-Zero brush set in order to put those colors back in. For my inner corner, I'm using a Poison Ivy packer brush in order to place that rich blue shade in my inner corner. I'm not even going to bother with telling you the names of these shadows, because if you don't have these palettes, that doesn't mean you can't do this look. You can just do a look with colors that are similar. So there's the lime green and the yellow that I added to the inner corner, and I'm using this brush from Red Sonja. And this is another detail brush that I'm using to pack on a glitter shade out of the Juicy Boost palette, just to add a little oomph to that look. I went in with a similar blue glitter. This Milk Grip Primer, I kind of like it. Like, it dries down nice, it smooths on nice, doesn't cause any kind of discoloration of my foundation or anything. It's very mattifying. I like how it looks. I see that it is going fast out of the container. Alright, so again, this was supposed to be a practice look. So now I done slicked down the ponytail further to the back. I'll be using this brush from out of the Splendor brush set in order to add my foundation. The flat top brush is better for you to, any brush you can swipe or pat it into your skin, and it just depends on which technique you like most. But I decided for this look to use less foundation than I did before, and to just kind of press this on top of the Hydra Grip primer to see if it had any type of a different effect. I am in love with this Nars Creamy Concealer. It melts into the skin just perfectly. I don't have to use a lot of it. Like, I really like this. I'm using a brush out of the Sub-Zero brush set that has bristles towards the front. It's like a front push brush. It's not a Gumby because the flatness is in the front, and I think it's just so perfect for this under eye, chin, and cupid's bow area whenever you are blending out concealer. I've been applying each to make sure that it doesn't dry down, but I guess when you call it creamy, it shouldn't dry down, right? So maybe I should just try to put it everywhere and see what it does. But like I said, it blends out. It just goes right into the skin and looks flawless every time. It just upgrades the look immediately. I have placed my Fenty setting powder to the side for just a moment. I did try the banana, and it was just too yellow. Cashew and honey are my favorites, but I wanted to try a setting powder that was more on the white side versus the yellow and beige side. And I like this one because it has shimmer in it. Then I'm using an angle brush from out of the Sub-Zero brush set in order to contour my nose. I really love this face powder. It's perfect. It's a perfect shade for me and consistency. I don't think I will get down with the liquid. I'm using that same face powder from Maybelline in order to contour my face. Again, this has just been the perfect shade for me. I have tried liquids, foundations, all different types of stuff, even eyeshadows in order to contour. And I've been sticking with this one for a while. I do want to try like a stick, but I'm just not sure by who yet. Comment below if you use a cream stick in order to contour your face. Alright, and out of the same Splendor brush set, I'm going to remove the excess powder and try to get away from some of this harshness using a face brush from out of the Splendor brush set. The crystal sets have some really nice combination of brushes. They are something, for a quick everyday look. Just want to make sure that I go over all of my lines. Sometimes whenever the camera is facing me, I get rushed and just in my head, which I try not to do, because when it's picture time, then you start seeing crazy lines and all that stuff because you're in a hurry to get the content and not enjoying the process. Gotta enjoy the process. So my blended baby Poison Ivy is definitely going to go in and get the job done, removing any type of harsh lines. In order to chisel out that jawline, I added a little bit more of the concealer. I'm not too certain about this step. I probably skipped it the last 2 times. But for this look, you actually can see the difference. And I believe that it has a lot to do with the setting powder. This setting powder does have like a nice little shimmer in it, and I think it adds the perfect highlight to my face. Again, this Poison Ivy face brush is just to make sure that all of the harshness is blended in and that my face gives that flawlessness that we always strive for when doing makeup. And that same brush in order to remove any excess powder and to start to try to blend in that those two, the face powder and the setting powder. I don't want to look like my jaw is muscular. I just want my face to have that ovalness. With the same brush with a highlighter brush from the Sub-Zero brush set. I'm adding my highlight from Kiss. I'm getting a little bit better. Instead of just applying it pretty much where I would my blush, I'm going in and placing it at the top of my cheekbone. And then for my actual blush, I'm using the apple of my cheekbone and I'm swiping up like a Nike check mark. And at the same time, I'm going up a little higher towards my temple, starting to master my high blush, which I really and truly love. And I'm using a face brush out of the Black Butterfly brush set in order to apply my blush, making sure that it's blended in nicely with the highlight. Okay, and I'll just use those two brushes to blend out the highlight and the blush so that you are not seeing any visible harshness, but that both products are visible. I've been using the Black Opal eye pencil in order to add a dark eyeliner, even though I'm still smoking it out with shadow. This is a throwback set that I can't even remember the name of this set. It was a cute little set, had some really nice eye brushes in it. Yeah, dag. I have a vision for where Yana's eyes is going, but it was a pleasure to try all of these products so that I could get a better understanding and a greater knowledge for brushes. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned for Yana's eyes. And this is just me blending in everything to get to this final look. These lashes are a new style that will be introduced to Yana's Eyes website in 2022. Like I said, it has some amazing things on the way. Can't wait for you to see. But this is my finished look. I was pleasantly pleased with it. I was not in my head. I was having a lot of fun doing makeup, and that's what I want to do. And I also want to supply you with the lashes and the tools in order to get a flawless beat such as this. So leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are made aware every time I upload content. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. This is your girl Yana of Yana's Eyes saying happy 2022. And I will see ya when I see ya. Peace.
They come for your dream, come for your work. They make you mean, they make you work. They take your work, they take your worth, your self-esteem. They make you hurt, they make you hurt, they make it